finally over. The long, arduous, grueling campaign over 85 days from the 16th of March to today, the 30th of May, when the campaign has finally ended. And this is what it boils down to. All right, so this is what this election boils down to. There are 5 factors that are critical at play which will decide the mandate in this Lok Sabha fight. These 5 factors will be the difference between victory and defeat. Whether the BJP and the NDA come back with a bigger majority than 2019 or whether they fail to get a majority depends on these 5 factors. How much can the India Alliance put up a fight? Can the Congress go from 52 to 75 or 100? All of that depends on these 5 factors. So let's outline those 5 factors for you. Factor number 1, for the BJP, it is critical and it is quintessential the deep sort of campaigns that the Prime Minister downwards have run in southern India. They have to make inroads in southern India. Can they open accounts in Kerala, in Tamil Nadu? Remember, in both those states, they had 0 in the last election. Can the BJP expand from the 4 MPs that they had in Telangana last time around? This time in Andhra Pradesh, for example, they have a formidable alliance with the TDP, the Janasena and the BJP. Last time in Andhra, there was no alliance. The BJP got 0 seats. So how much can they gain in southern India, excluding Karnataka? We'll come to Karnataka in just one second. So factor number 2, the other catchment area for the BJP is the eastern coast. Remember, we saw what the BJP did in 2019 in Bengal in particular. The BJP was the second largest party. It had 18 MPs. The TMC had 22. Similarly, in Odisha, it had 8 MPs. The BJD had 12. It has now established itself as the principal opposition party in both of these states. Can the BJP go past the TMC in Bengal and go past the BJD in Odisha? That is going to be a critical factor number 2. Factor number 3, the NDA, and particularly in some of those states where the allies are at play, what is the downside risk for the BJP and its alliance partners? Let's look at states like Maharashtra, for example. What is the downside? Because you have 2 new political formations. You have the Shinde Sena and you have the Ajit Pawar NCP. How much of a laggard will they turn out to be? Again, in Bihar, there's been this sort of musical chairs. Nitish Kumar was with the NDA, then joined the Gathbandhan, now back with the NDA. Will that cost the NDA in Bihar? Also in Karnataka, I mentioned this earlier, they won 25 seats, the BJP on its own last time around. Is there a downside risk in Karnataka and by how much? Also in Punjab, which will go to polls on Saturday, remember for the last 25 years, BJP and Akali Dal have been fighting every election as alliance partners. This is the first election where in Punjab, it'll be a 4-cornered contest. The ruling Aam Aadmi Party, the challenger, the Congress Party, the Akalis who are fighting on their own, and the BJP for the very first time in the last 25 years is fighting elections in Punjab on its own. So it's a 4-cornered contest. Factor number 4, the BJP maxed out its dominance in 2014 and in 2019 was in North India, in West India, and in Central India. States like Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, UP, of course, states where it completely dominated. Out of 180 seats in these North, West, and Central Indian states, where largely it's a fight between Congress and BJP, the BJP got 170 last time around, 160 in 2014. Can it repeat the success? Also, in these North, West, and Central Indian states, there are 224 seats where the BJP had more than 50% vote share. Margins of over 2 lakhs, 2.5 lakhs. What is the downside risk? How far short will the BJP fall in those seats where it won by more than 50% vote share? And of course, the final factor, and no one quite knows how this is going to play out, the low voter turnout. Particularly in phases 1, 2, and 3, we saw low voter turnout. There are 2 factors here. One is the share, which is the percentage, which has fallen in the 480-odd constituencies which have polled up until phase 7. In fact, phase 6 has polled. In those 484 constituencies, about 230 constituencies have seen a decline, not in absolute vote share, not in absolute numbers of voters who've turned out, but in percentage terms. Whereas in absolute terms, it's 94. And most likely by the end of the 7th phase, over 100 seats will see decline in voter turnout in absolute numbers. So let's go to factors 1 and 2. I want to explain this on our magic wall, and then I'll go to our guest panel who are joining us tonight. The South and the East equation as far as the Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned. Let's look at the South. Where were they last time around? If you exclude Karnataka, where the BJP got 25 of its seats, the BJP had only 4 seats in Telangana, all of them in northern Telangana. It had 0 seats in Andhra Pradesh, 0 seats in Tamil Nadu, and it had 0 seats in Kerala. I want to quickly just run you through which are those 1 or 2 critical seats that the BJP is focusing on in these respective southern states. In Tamil Nadu, of course, all eyes will be on Coimbatore. It's a prestige battle. Their state president, Mr. Annamalai, is fighting a 2-way battle, in fact, a 3-way battle with both the DMK candidate as well as the AIADMK candidate. Then you have a constituency which the BJP has won in the past, Kanyakumari, where, of course, the Prime Minister is currently at the Vivekananda Rock Memorial. He's going to be there until the 1st of June. Pon Radhakrishnan had won this seat in 2014. He lost in 2019. He was a minister in the Modi 1.0 government in 2014. Let's go across to the neighboring state of Kerala, where God's own country, the BJP has been trying very hard to open its account. One seat that they're focused on, it's a high-profile battle. Rajiv Chandrasekhar of the BJP versus Shashi Tharoor. Shashi Tharoor is a 3-time MP from that seat. Can Rajiv Chandrasekhar open the BJP's account in Kerala? And then, of course, there is a seat where the BJP is really hopeful. That is Suresh Gopi taking on K. Muralidharan, the son of former Chief Minister K. Karunakaran, in the central Kerala seat of Thrissur. These are the 2 best hopeful seats as far as the BJP in Kerala is concerned. I also want to quickly run you through Telangana as well as Andhra Pradesh. Let's run you through Telangana first. It was a breakout election for the BJP in Telangana last time around. It got 4 seats, all of them in the northern part of the state, Adilabad, Nizamabad, Karimnagar, where Bandi Sanjay won, and of course there was Secunderabad, which is of course in Hyderabad, in the greater Hyderabad region. This time around, the BJP is also focused on 2 other very prestigious battles. The Medak seat, which of course is the family pocket borough of the BRS first family, the KCR family. They're also focused on the Zahirabad seat. They're focused on the Chevela seat, and of course the prestige battle in Malkajgiri, because this was the Chief Minister's constituency. Revant Reddy was the MP in 2019 from this constituency. Of course, the BJP is hoping they can make inroads. So can they go from 4 to 6 or 4 to 8? That's the critical question as far as Telangana is concerned. And I'll round off the southern equation with Andhra Pradesh, because last time around the YSRCP completely swept. There was no alliance between the BJP, TDP and Janasena last time. This time they're in a formidable alliance. So the alliance will be hoping to open, the BJP will be hoping to open its account in Andhra Pradesh. They're fighting 6 seats. They're hopeful of getting anywhere between 2 to 3. So this is the southern part. Let me quickly run you through the east as well, so that we can combine both east and south. In West Bengal, we all know the BJP was a breakout election, 18 seats. Much of it in North Bengal or in West Bengal, the Jungle Mahal, Bankura, Purulia area. Can this time around the BJP go from 18 and 40% vote share that it got last time and defeat the TMC, which had 22 seats and 43% vote share? Watch out for also how the Congress left. Remember, they still had 13% vote share last time around. It dipped in the assembly election. Will it see a further dip? And if it does, where does that vote share go? Does it go to TMC or does it go to BJP? So can the BJP, from being the principal opposition player in the state, become the single largest party as far as MPs are concerned in the state of Bengal? And quickly run you through Odisha. It's a similar situation. The BJP dominant in the western part of the state, whereas in coastal and in the southern part of the state, it's the BJD all the way. Again, the vote share difference last time around was 5% between the BJP and the BJD. The BJP had 8, the BJD had 12. Can the BJP flip it around? Can they move and make inroads into coastal Odisha? So let me welcome our guests who are joining us on this special broadcast tonight. GVL Narasimha Rao is a spokesperson of the BJP. Of course, he also has a familiar psephologist hat from many years ago. We're also joined by Sujata Paul, National Spokesperson of the Congress Party, Professor Sanjay Kumar, psephologist and co-director from CSDS, and Pradeep Bhandari, psephologist and founder of Jan Ki Baat, is also joining us. Let me start with you, GVL. I just outlined the first 2 factors, South and East India. Whatever the BJP may lose in states like Maharashtra or maybe Bihar or Karnataka, can it make up with inroads both in the south and in the east?
Good evening to you, Jaka, and all the fellow panelists. We are really the target of 370 is based on our calculation that we will not only retain all the seats in the North India, unlike last time where we actually faced some reverses in the assembly polls. So we are confident of retaining our strength in the Hindi heartland states like Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and the western states like Gujarat, and better our tally in states like Uttar Pradesh, where we did not do as well in 2019 as 2014. Therefore, this theory, this theory that is being floated by a lot of people that BJP had maxed in the North Indian states, in Hindi heartland states, and Western India. So there will be losses for sure. I think that will be a presumption that we will certainly be proving wrong.
Okay.
And where are the gains going to come from? Because 303 and 370 is a fairly large gap. And where are those seats going to come from? They will come from Uttar Pradesh. Certainly, we still have a lot of scope for us to win in Uttar Pradesh. We're going to make big gains in West Bengal, Odisha, Telangana, entire that Coromandel corridor. We're going to make big gains for sure. So certainly that's how we are targeting to reach our 370 target.
Okay.
And we are confident of getting close to it, if not exactly surpass it.
Okay, Sujata Paul, so whatever you say, whatever the BJP may lose, where it maxed out in states like Rajasthan or Madhya Pradesh or even Maharashtra and Bihar, where its allies played a critical role both in 2019 and in 2014, whatever it may lose, it will gain in newer territories, whether it is Bengal, Odisha, and of course the south, like I outlined, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, etc. That is what GVL's contention is as well.
I heard him, and let me tell you that I have spent 5 months in Telangana, and I know exactly how people are thinking over there. Of course, as far as this election is concerned, in Telangana, for example, the fight is between the BJP and the Congress. The BRS has been relegated to a large extent. But all that hoopla that you saw about the Hyderabad seat with Madhavi Lata, let's see where she lands up, because she's nowhere on the scene on the ground. But if you actually look at the Adilabad seat, for example, we have a young lady candidate, and people are looking towards her, and people have actually come forward to tell us that this is a candidature that has been chosen as per the minds of the people. So when you are looking at all our candidates in the southern region and of those of the allies, you will see that the Bharatiya Janata Party is going to face a rout. In Telangana, 14 seats are going to come to the Congress party.
Okay.
And I'm giving them a leeway, but you know, the fact is that people over there were saying that the Congress party is going to do a complete rout, and we are going to, there'll be nobody else. But if you look at Tamil Nadu, of course, they have high hopes on the Kanyakumari seat, because Mr. Annamalai is projected a lot on television, but on ground it will not be Mr. Annamalai at all. So you will not see him at all.
Okay.
If you talk about Kerala, you're talking about Thrissur. Thrissur is totally out of bounds for them, and Thiruvananthapuram again has been in the limelight, and therefore the BJP might be saying whatever, because after 3 terms, one might think that Dr. Shashi Tharoor might have some kind of anti-incumbency. It's not happening. If you want, I can go on about the other 3 states.
No, let me bring in the other other 2 factors as well, factor 3 and 4, before I go to Sanjay Kumar and to Pradeep Bhandari. Factors 3 and 4. What are the states where there is downside risk for the BJP? Let's look at Karnataka, for example. They had 25 out of 28 last time around. What is the downside risk in Karnataka? There is Maharashtra. Remember the alliance, the undivided Shiv Sena and the BJP last time had 41 out of 48. Again, what is the downside risk there? In Bihar, again, it's been a bit of a musical chairs with Nitish Kumar first with the NDA, then Gathbandhan, now back with the NDA. Again, what's the downside risk there? So let's go state by state very quickly. First, let's go with Karnataka. Karnataka, like I said, this time around, it's the JDS and the BJP in alliance. JDS is fighting 3 seats, Hassan, Mandya and Tumkur. Last time around, only 3 seats the BJP did not win. In fact, one of those seats, the Mandya seat, the independent MP there eventually now joined the BJP. But all the other seats, the BJP swept. They swept in the northern part of the state, in the coastal belt, the Bengaluru seats, and of course in the central part of the state, which is the Lingayat dominant factor. So there is a critical element. If you, in fact, look at the vote share, if you add the JDS vote share as well, it's 60%. It is a phenomenal math to overcome as far as this state is concerned. But the critical difference is the Congress, of course, won the assembly election in 2023. If you were to juxtapose the 135 seats that the Congress got in the 2023 assembly elections and juxtapose it to 2024 Lok Sabha, this is what it looks like. Congress 2023 leads. It would translate into 10 seats for the NDA. It would translate into 10 seats. I want to run this particularly in the central part, which is Chitradurga. You have Shimoga, Davangere, Haveri seat, of course the Bellary seat. These are seats where the Congress is in the reckoning, going by what happened in the assembly election. Also, very critical factor, these seats, Northern Karnataka, 14 seats, voted after the Prajwal Revanna CD came out. So whether that has an impact is something that we have to watch out for. Let's look at the state of Maharashtra. And this is easily the hardest state to call as far as this election cycle is concerned. The undivided NDA had a vote share of close to 50%. If you look at where the BJP and the Shiv Sena, the BJP had 27.5% vote, 23 seats. The Shiv Sena, the Shinde Sena currently, it is fighting 16 seats. They have 13 sitting MPs. How many of them will they be able to repeat? 18.19, almost 20% vote share. The Ajit Pawar NCP, in fact, has just one MP, which is less than 1% vote share. So the game of allies here as far as the BJP is concerned. Whereas if you look at the Gathbandhan on the other side, their combined strength, 9 MPs. I'll just break that down for you. The combined strength currently is 5 to the Shiv Sena UBT, 3 to the NCP Sharad Pawar, 1 to the Congress, and the combined vote share is just about 40% or so. So Maharashtra is again a game of attrition, a game of alliances. Now, finally, Bihar, where again you have this revolving door politics that's happened in the last 5 years. The vote share, of course, the BJP commanding position, 56% vote share. The India Alliance, RJD plus Congress, has only 24%. So twice, more than twice the vote share as far as Bihar is concerned. But where is the weak point as far as the NDA is concerned in Bihar? And that is the 16 seats that the JDU is fighting. So watch out for these seats. They're in the east of the state, in the southern part, and of course in the north. They're not fighting so much in the central part of the state. Whether the JDU MPs, incumbent MPs, how much of an anti-incumbency they face is going to be a critical factor as well. So let me ask both Sanjay Kumar and Pradeep Bhandari on this. Sanjay Kumar, these factors, and I'll also explain in a moment about how the BJP maxed out in North, West and Central India, 180 seats, straight fights with the Congress. They won 170. You have that plus these 3 states, Karnataka, Maharashtra and Bihar, where there is downside risk for the NDA. What will compensate for it? That's the question.
See, Zaka, my own sense is that there are states where BJP is likely to improve, and the southern state, all the southern state except for Karnataka, where BJP is likely to suffer losses. BJP is improving its tally in the eastern coast, the West Bengal and Odisha. If you move further down to the south, Telangana, Andhra, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala. I'm not saying that in each of these states BJP will add more seats. In Kerala, they may not add seats, but I think the support base of BJP is certainly going to go up. In Tamil Nadu, I wouldn't be surprised if BJP, wins 2 or 3 seats. But BJP is on the rise in Tamil Nadu, certainly. There's no doubt about that. Telangana, BJP had 4 seats. I wouldn't be surprised if BJP's seats get doubled from 4 to 8 or to 9.
Okay.
Because Telangana has witnessed a direct contest between Congress and the BJP. BRS has been completely marginalized. So it is a direct contest. It could be either way, but I think almost a split between Congress and BJP in Telangana. In Andhra, BJP has formed a good alliance with TDP. BJP is not a very popular party, but having an alliance with TDP, it is only going to help the BJP. In no way it can damage BJP's electoral prospect.
Okay.
Again, I would say I wouldn't be surprised if BJP is able to pull a couple of seats from in Andhra Pradesh.
Okay, I want to go to those last two factors, and Pradeep referred to this as well, the direct contests, 180 plus direct contests that happened in both 14 as well as in 19. Let's look at what that situation was. Now, the direct Congress versus BJP fights. Let's take a look at that. 180, there you go, 186 seats. The BJP won 170 of those seats. The Congress had only 11 seats out of this. This is largely in Gujarat, in Madhya Pradesh, in Rajasthan, in Chhattisgarh, and of course Himachal and Uttarakhand, in Jammu and Kashmir as well, and of course a large number of seats in Karnataka as well. So massive sort of strong stranglehold that the BJP has over these 186 seats, 170 at 55% vote share. Congress party just 11 seats at 31% vote share. If you look at how this was in 2014, it was again similar. The BJP had a real stranglehold in these seats. Out of 186, they had 160 of these 186 were with the BJP, only 18 to the Congress party. The BJP's vote share was slightly under 50%, the Congress's vote share at 30%. In fact, the BJP bettered its vote share. If this election needs to be competitive, and I'm very clear about it, then you have to go back all the way to 2009 and look at these same 186 seats. The Congress had 91 of these 186. The BJP had 75. Congress had 40% vote share and the BJP at 34% vote share. The Congress has to gain substantially in these seats, which are seeing direct contest with the BJP. The other factor, this is a great imponderable as far as this election is concerned, which is the low voter turnout. Now, I want to once again, for the benefit of our viewers, be very clear about this. There is low voter turnout in percentage terms, and there is low voter turnout in absolute terms. In absolute terms, if you take the 6 phases that have polled so far, there are 94 seats where in absolute terms, the voter turnout has dipped. But in share, in percentage terms, that is a larger number. It's about 200 plus seats, 230 odd seats, where the BJP won 134 at 38% vote share. The Congress won 30 seats at 21% vote share. These include those states where the BJP has not done well. Almost all the seats in Kerala had a lower vote share. Almost all the seats in Tamil Nadu had a lower voter turnout. You come up to Maharashtra, significant parts of coastal and western Maharashtra, as well as in some pockets of Marathwada and Vidarbha, you are seeing lower voter turnout. In Gujarat, where the BJP swept all 26, both the elections, last 2 times, almost all the constituencies except 2 or 3 saw a lower voter turnout. In Rajasthan as well, except Barmer and 1 seat here in the Mewad region, all the other seats have seen decreased voter turnout. In western Uttar Pradesh, which now the BJP is in alliance with the RLD, almost all the seats in western Uttar Pradesh have seen a lower voter turnout. So this is the great imponderable as far as this election is concerned. So GVL Narasimha Rao, wearing your cephalogist hat, who will this affect? The India Alliance is saying this is the BJP voter who's not coming out because he or she is complacent. आपने तो 400 पार तो बोल ही दिया, जीतना तो मोदी को ही है, तो why should they come out? So they're saying the BJP voter is staying indoors. So the first 4 phases, particularly, we saw depressed turnout that has improved in phases 5 and 6.
Zaka, I think the point on turnout so far has been rather overstated. So far, in the 6 phases, the dip in the turnout at the national level is only 1.5 percentage points. And the last turnout, 2019 turnout, is the historical highest ever. Okay, so the current turnout is almost at the same level as 2014. So therefore, to say that turnouts have completely changed or dropped is extremely is not a very substantiated point, is not borne out of evidence.
Okay.
And look at the turnout in 2009. It was only 58%. 58, from 58, it went up to 66 in 2014 when we got our first mandate, when Modi ji became the Prime Minister for the first time. There was a massive gain of 8 percentage points in votes, possibly the highest ever in any election. And in 2019, it further went up by 1 percentage point. And today you're seeing only a decline of 1.5%. So this is still one of the highest turnouts Indian elections have seen.
Okay.
Because 2009 was only 58, 2004 also was only 58. So therefore, the turnout point doesn't really bear much influence on this.
Okay.
And for anyone to believe, even if you, let's say the states like Kerala,
Yeah.
BJP is not a major player, then why has
Correct.
the turnout in Kerala, which is the lowest to drop out in across any state in this country,
Yes.
so nearly almost 6.5 or 7 percentage points. So I think a little unwarranted hype has been created about the turnout. That's not a major factor. Where
Jata
we won
Paul,
with margins of
the
5
problem
lakhs,
is
6 lakhs.
this. The problem is in those 180 or 200 odd seats, which the BJP won with commanding majority, in fact, 224 seats across India, BJP had more than 50% vote share. In those seats, where is the Congress hoping to beat the BJP? In Rajasthan, in Gujarat, in Chhattisgarh, in Madhya Pradesh, in Uttar Pradesh? Where in these states is the Congress hoping to take on the BJP? Because 170 out of 186, the BJP won last time.
With all due respects to all the psephologists on your panel, let me make it very, very clear that every election should be looked at in an isolated manner before you combine it with what happened earlier. Because obviously, voting percentage over the years since independence has constantly increased. And this has been an endeavor of everybody that more and more people should come out and exercise their votes. They have
Very
had to
quick,
face lathi
one-line
charges instead of getting
conclusion
jobs.
from both Professor Sanjay Kumar and Pradeep Bhandari. What is the one X factor you're looking out for, Professor Sanjay Kumar, on the 4th of June?
A very difficult question, Zaka. What would be the one X factor? I think the one X factor would be certainly to look at whether BJP is going to get majority or not. That's one big factor which I think I should be looking at. That's all at this moment.
Okay, and so it doesn't matter whether it is 303, 315, 370, as long as they cross 272, it's a mandate.
For me, that's the one big thing I will be looking at.
Okay.
Why I should be focusing only at 300 plus.
Pradeep Bhandari, what is the one?
272 is the magic mark,
Okay.
so that's most important for me.
One X factor that you're looking at, which could be the difference between victory and defeat?
I think it's the M factor, the Mahila factor, Zaka, and this is the swing factor in this election. And this Mahila factor, the way the women of this country will vote, that is what the mandate will come towards.
Okay, all right. We will know on the 4th of June. Thank you very much, GVL, Sujata Paul, Professor Sanjay Kumar, and of course, Pradeep Bhandari for joining us. We, of course, are excited about our exit poll, which will start at 5 p.m. on Saturday, the 1st of June. You'll be joining me, Rahul Trivshankar and Anand Narasimhan. 5 p.m. our coverage starts. And of course, from 6:30 onwards, which is the Election Commission mandated time, we'll be giving you the details of state-by-state breakup of who is leading where or who is winning where. So that coverage starts 5 p.m. In the meantime, if you've been tuned in, thank you very much.